From Wood End. From Wood End or Herring Cove, looking west on a clear autumn day, the hills of Plymouth break the western horizon, like a high island lifted by the loom, floating above a glittering shimmer, sky encroaching from its edges underneath the land at each end. From this sandspit after its first impression, from the east of a high bluff shore that could have been Dover's cliffs or Devon or the last lingering view of Cornwall's lizard, until all its monumentality evaporated away as proximity brought it into focus. From this sandspit once explored, it didn't take long to see that it was an ephemera of sand and wind, a plaything of the sea, not a new land, a new continent. From this sandspit, first looking across at those hills on a clear day in late November or early December, the harshness of the season closing in, with the idea of a new land, the single touchstone behind the perilous journey, those hills floating above the sea, a smudge of dark, more solid than the clouds, immovable against the send of the sea, as the light chop crossed from southwest to northeast across the view. From this sandspit, those hills stood for a new land, the yearning that had barely been tripped up by this strip of sand lodged on this promontory. From this spit of sand here was the first of the purple mountain's majesty that would continue to beckon westward across this continent, new or not, new to those who felt its tug. From this sandspit today, knowing what lies beyond, long enough for that yearning to have circled the globe entire, rubbing off every potential new promontory, any vestige of that naive yet hopeful wish. From this sandspit where now too many come to visit or to stay, longing for the very qualities that appeared to have no value to them then. From this sandspit looking west, ticking off the meridians lost to date, the misty forests of the Lebanon, the glades and bowers of Crete, the green plains of Tripoli, Syracuse's pines, Carthage and Nova Cartagena desert now, Lusitania, land of light as the wide sea met deep forests along abundant shores. California, the word has held all that remained of that hope for a paradise to the west, burning, consumed by billions of greedy eyes around the globe as the last of its promise is lost in acrid orange flames visible from space. From this sandspit looking west, is it too late to take a stand, to say that here is where I am, that promise is not a place, that no idea should enslave, driving us to miss the point of what we have and feed insatiable appetite for its perfection in a place that does not exist, at least from this shore, it cannot be seen. From this sandspit looking west, the elemental is all we have, air, light, water, sand, gulls that fly, transcending their gulled natures by that miraculous accomplishment, floating on air. From this sandspit looking west, earth reduced to grains worn down from rock, laying at repose, where wind and water left them, anything upright is alive or human-made. The water lays over half the visible world from here. That already an understatement, more like 7/8 the truth. From this sandspit looking west, the clarity of winter sun, low all day, has lost its pull. Can we resist and not yearn to follow it west and back again? From this sandspit looking west.